Hi everyone, my name is Isabel, and I'm an econ and math major here at BU, and I'm originally from Zurich, Switzerland. My Keystone project is titled An Exploration of the Swiss School System and Factors Affecting Transfer Rates to Gymnasium, Evidence from Canton Zurich, and it is motivated by both my personal connection to Switzerland and my academic interests, which lie at the intersection of economics and education. The largest difference between the US and Swiss school systems is that in Switzerland, at the end of primary school, students are offered a choice. Instead of continuing on to secondary school, those with a strong academic track record who are able to pass an entrance examination can opt to attend gymnasium, an academically focused, selective, public upper secondary school, similar to a college prep school in the US. Attending gymnasium provides students with a direct pathway to university, and past research has shown that students who attend gymnasium have a higher likelihood of obtaining high-paying jobs. My project aims to understand the factors that affect transfer rates to gymnasium. To answer this question, I created a novel district-level data set containing detailed information on the school districts in Zurich. For context, Zurich is one of 26 cantons in Switzerland, similar to a state. Using economic methods, I analyzed this data, and I found that there are 4 key factors that affect transfer rates: the percentage of immigrant students, the percentage of low-income students, the class size, and the total district of the population. Most notably, I found that the percentage of low-income students has a negative effect, while the percentage of immigrant students has a positive effect. Overall, my findings contribute to the understanding of factors affecting student achievement and could potentially inform future policies to promote equal access to rigorous academic education and to mitigate barriers to upward economic mobility.
Hi everyone, I'm Maecey. I'm an international relations major at the Pardee School of Global Studies, and my project is titled The Bellum do Pará Convention, U.S. Absence from the Inter-American Treaty Addressing Violence Against Women. My project aims to understand the importance of international law in perpetuating norms against violence against women in the American region. Violence against women is a pertinent issue in the Americas and in the U.S. as well. So it may be surprising to note that the United States is one of 3 countries that has not ratified this convention. My project aims to explore why. I look at the U.S. tendency to sign on to international human rights treaties with conditions, the domestic international human rights treaty ratification process and the barriers it imposes on U.S. ratification, and then the U.S. exceptionalist attitude about its own domestic laws about regarding violence against women and how this prevents it from signing on to international legislation. If you'd like to learn more about this, come visit me at my poster.
Hello, my name is Michelle Roos, and I am a senior majoring in chemistry, and my project is titled Studies Towards the Synthesis of Remesporins A and B. So I chose to complete my Keystone pathway through honors research in chemistry, and my work in the lab of Professor John Porco is focused in the area of synthetic organic chemistry, specifically natural product total synthesis. So natural products are complex molecules that are produced by various living organisms, such as plants, fungi, bacteria, and insects, and many natural products display important biological properties and can be used as potential drug targets. However, the process of isolating natural products is often very tedious and low yielding, sometimes requiring as much as several kilograms of the raw material to isolate a single milligram of the natural product. So my project specifically is focused on this pair of natural products called remesporins A and B. Remesporin A is a monomer which dimerizes to form remesporin B. And remesporin B was found to display a series of important biological activities, including anti-cancer activity against 2 different human leukemia cell lines, as well as immunosuppressive activity in mice. And if you'd like to hear more about my efforts to synthesize this pair of natural products, please come visit my poster. Thank you.
Hi, My name is Daryna, and I'm majoring in human physiology. And for my Keystone, I decided to study a neuropeptide called alpha MSH, or alpha melanocyte stimulating hormone, and its effects on ocular inflammation. So, when I talk about ocular inflammation, I'm actually talking about something called uveitis. And uveitis is a general term used to describe inflammation of the eye, specifically the uvea, which is the middle part of your eyeball. And uveitis is actually responsible for 30,000 new cases of blindness in the US every year. The current standard of treatment for uveitis is corticosteroids. But the problem with corticosteroids is that they have a lot of negative side effects. They can cause anything from cataracts to glaucoma, and that's only when they are effective, which they aren't all the time. And so this is where alpha MSH comes in. Because alpha MSH is naturally produced by the retinal pigment epithelial cells in the retina of your eye, it naturally exists in the eye and it's very well tolerated for this reason. And so this is what makes alpha MSH such a great alternative, assuming it could be used as an anti-inflammatory treatment. And so for my project, I conducted a series of experiments using alpha MSH and treating raw macrophage-like immune cells with alpha MSH to see whether it could have anti-inflammatory effects on these immune cells. And essentially, I found that it did to an extent, and I can talk a little bit more about my process and my results at my poster.
So my name is Vikram. I'm a human physiology major, and my project was advised by Dr. Roberts at the Department of Health Sciences, and it's titled Lessons Learned from the VA Healthcare System, Implications for Healthcare Reform in the US. So American healthcare costs the highest per capita in the world, yet it is highly fragmented and has much lower healthcare outcomes compared to similar countries. In contrast to this system, which relies mostly on private insurance, the Veterans Affairs or VA healthcare system is a fully government-funded program that serves as uh, 9 million veterans each year and is the largest example of socialized healthcare in the United States. So, as the U.S. healthcare system undergoes ongoing reform efforts, incorporating lessons learned from the VA healthcare system could prove to be valuable in improving overall healthcare access and quality in America. So, among other topics, my project specifically focused on the fact that veterans, who are majority conservative, approve of their care despite the fact that the Republican Party prefers market-based healthcare solutions, while the VA is a government-run healthcare system. So there seems to be a disconnect between the healthcare that veterans receive and approve of, and the healthcare system that their political ideology suggests they would prefer. So to investigate this, I relied on survey data and interviews with people working within the system at the VA. And if you'd like to learn more, you can visit me at my poster.
Hi everyone, my name is Emily and I am a senior in Sargent College studying health science, and my project is called A Qualitative Study of the Experiences of Frontline Medical Doctors in the United States during the COVID-19 pandemic. And my project, before I want to give a special thanks to my advisor for assisting me in the process. But also just helping me with interviews and stuff. So there were two major components to my project, and the first was an extensive literature review on the mental health of frontline healthcare workers in general. And from that research, I was able to better inform my interview questions, and then I was able to form a topic guide from that. And then I went into the interview process, which is I conducted 5 semi-structured in-depth interviews with medical doctors working in pulmonology and emergency care settings. And some of the questions or some of the topics that we discussed included personal protective equipment shortage, job dissatisfaction or satisfaction, burnout, and recommendations for the future. And so from the 5 semi-structured in-depth interviews, I was able to code all 5 of them for 72 sub-themes. And from those sub-themes, I was able to form 5 higher-order themes. And eventually, I ended up with 3 major key themes, which include mental and emotional impacts, career experiences, structural preparedness, and recommendations. And from that, I was able to better inform my research previous and prior. Thank you.
Hello, my name is William Owens, and for my project titled Kilachand's Perspective, I decided to take a look at Kilachand's retention rate, which since the first class graduated in 2014, it's been around 50%. So, in order to better take a look at this, my advisor Sam Cook and I conducted interviews with 45 different people. These people included students who dropped Kilachand, students who have graduated in the past, current students, and faculty and staff. And we found a lot of agreement on some topics, such as positive feedback about the interdisciplinary nature of some of the freshman seminar classes. But we also found a lot of disagreement about other factors like Kilachand's living learning community. And uh, if you want to learn more, please stop by my poster. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Sophie Lee and I'm senior studying psychology. My Keystone is titled College Students' Views on Celebrity Endorsements and Corporate Social Advocacy. So how do celebrity endorsements and corporate social advocacy campaigns, that is, when an organization or company takes a public stance on social political issues, affect consumer behavior? Black Lives Matter created a growing public interest in corporate beliefs and values, and in light of the more recent conservative backlash against Bud Light's collaboration with trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney and Nike cutting ties with Kanye West after his anti-Semitic remarks, I was curious to see how college students feel about brands that choose to partner with celebrities, and what, if any, factors would influence their buying behaviors. I created and sent out a survey that presented participants with 5 different ad campaigns that either featured a celebrity endorsement, a social justice cause, or both, and then asked their opinions on if they would be more or less inclined to purchase from the brand. My 3 main goals for this keystone were to determine how a brand's social advocacy affects their intended consumers' behavior, learn how individuals view these marketing campaigns and the companies that partner with celebrities, and then analyze any trends from my results to see if demographic or other factors affected opinion. The findings from my study provide practical implications for advertisers seeking to market to college students and highlights the potential benefits and challenges of engaging in corporate social advocacy. I'd love to talk more about this, so if you have any questions, please come visit me by my poster.